Hi guys, hi, this is Belen with My Gardening Adventure and welcome to another episode of seed hauls. So today I got seeds from 3 different vendors. I'm going to introduce you, maybe you don't know them. I did go a little wild a couple of weeks ago purchasing seeds, but I'm going to show you kind of what I had and I'll put some pictures and maybe you'll want to purchase some of these seeds, maybe not, maybe you just get an idea, but let's get started. So the first vendor I'm going to introduce you to is called Swallowtail Garden seeds, and that one is not very fancy. This is my package that I got, you know, nothing that says, oh, I'm so excited to get these seeds, but inside there are seeds. As far as their packaging for the seeds, they look like this. Pretty simple, nothing too grand. There's no pictures of the seeds, so everything that you get for pictures of the seeds is online. The other thing, they do have the information on the back for the seeds, but again, there's no picture, so even if I wanted to remember when I was looking for my seeds in my seed packets, I wouldn't have a good picture of what it is that I'm looking at. I'd have to go back and maybe check out what the name of the seed. Also, the name of the seed is on the back as opposed to in the front. So let's see, the first one that I got is the Madonna Snowdrop anemone, and I'll show you some pictures of what that looks like, but first let me find it. I had it in order. So as far as the Madonna Snowdrop anemone seeds, they're fragrant 2-inch cup-shaped white flowers. They cover about 1 to 1.5 feet. They're tall plants in late spring. Blooms followed by unusual cottony seed heads. Will often flower again late summer, early fall. So if you're looking for a flower that's going to give you something in the summer and the fall, maybe this is it. I do think it's very pretty, especially because it looks so full. It is an attractive spreading plant that forms a lush ground cover in shaded gardens, and that's why I got it. If you guys go back to my video where I give you a tour of my yard, I have some shady areas that I want to cover up with some flowers, so maybe this will be something that I put along maybe the kind of borderish, but I'm hoping that I can get some flowers going in my shade area or shade garden. I don't know what you call it. I call it a shade area because that's what it is. The other one, the other thing, it's hardy to zone 4, and this packet has about 25 seeds, and it says sow cells in 2-inch pots. Germination usually occurs within 4 to 5 weeks. Okay, if not, put this put the pot inside a Ziploc bag. Place in the refrigerator for 3 weeks. So this is a special type of seed, just FYI. So again, Madonna Snowdrop. Hopefully we'll do something with you. The other one, Grand Astilbe. This one is also, the ones I'm going to show you are all from Swallowtail Garden seeds. We're going to go through that one for a bit. So Grand Astilbe. The Grand Astilbe, they're long, slender 2-foot plumes in intense shades of red, pink, carmine, and cream. They're dramatic perennial for partly shaded borders, spectacular as cut flowers. Plants grow 30 to 34 inches. Quick germination with no special treatment required. Winter hardy to zone 4. Now I'm on zone 5, so I think that'll work for me. Packet is about 50 seeds, and it germinates in 14 to 21 days. So I think that's going to be pretty much a standard from what I've noticed in other flowers. They're pretty standard. The next one is Band of Nobles Mixed Lupine seeds, and that one I actually did like it as well. I think the colors look a little bit more vibrant. Maybe it's just a picture, but it looks great. I think the picture that I showed you guys, I'm hoping to put something that fits on the screen. But if I put it all together, I think it will look very, very Beautiful. Gorgeous flowers with blue, purple, yellow, intense reds, deep pinks, creamy whites, along with numerous bicolors. The 40-inch tall plants bloom the first year. When started early and attract plenty of hummingbirds and butterflies, performs in best rich moist soil in sun or parched shade. Yay, parched shade! Band of Nobles mixed lupine prefers mild temperatures. Can be grown as a fall planted hardy annual where summers are hot, winter hardy to zone 4. So everything that I get, again, I'm in zone 5 and I'm just hoping that I get something that withstands, you know, my zone. So yeah, packet contains about 50 seeds and these were $3.49. I do think these are a little bit expensive for my taste, but again, I wanted to try different vendors and see how they do and what type of things I get and the packaging. So I'm not too thrilled about the packaging, but we'll see what the flower says, right? The next one that I have, ooh, I'm so excited about these. Yeah, you can tell I'm excited about these. Echo Champagne Lysianthus. Echo Champagne Lysianthus. And everything that I've been watching on YouTube just says Lysianthus is a very particular type of flower. And I'm going to start Lysianthus inside because that's what I've been noticing everybody doing, but I'm a little scared. This has 25 pelleted seeds for $3.49. Packet is 25 again. Plants grow 2 to 3 feet tall. Cut flowers can last up to 2 weeks or longer. They are annual plants. And something that I told my sister, just a little fun fact, my sister is planning on getting married next year. And I told her, I'm planning on growing your flowers, but I showed her these flowers and she said no. So I'll just keep my Lysianthus, no problem, if they grow. So we'll see how they do, right? So great, we've got those. Echo Blue Lysianthus is the same thing, just the color changes over to blue, obviously. Not much I can tell you there. It also contains about 25 pelleted seeds. Germination is 10 to 20 days. They're not direct sow, that's why I'm growing inside. Pressed into soil, barely covering. Its cut flowers are great, obviously. So we'll see how those blue Lysianthus go. The other thing I'm having questions about is where I'm going to grow all of these flowers, because once we get to the end of this video, you guys are going to be like, where is she going to plant them all? I don't know. I thought I had a lot of space, but I obviously don't. I don't think so anymore. Okay, so the next seed, Habanero Mix English Daisy. Where's the Habanero Mix? Here we go. And this one is also so cute. I know I used the word cute, it's so gorgeous. This English Daisy is a compact growing 6-inch tall biennial or perennial flower which thrives in cooler weather. It is grown in a similar manner as pansies. It's an outstanding performer in containers, also grows nicely at the front of borders or with spring bulbs. So that's what I'm going for with this one. And I can see in the picture that it actually looks compacted with the flowers in kind of a border. And that's what I want to do, because I showed you guys when I gave you a tour of my yard that I have a lot of bricks and I don't like the way those bricks look. So I'm hoping to use these as some border plants and hopefully they will look a lot nicer. The other issue I'm coming across is how am I going to tie all of these colors together, because I don't want just a mess of colors going out there. But I don't know, I don't have an eye for color. That's where my other book came in. Anyway, the video I put before. If you guys go look through my videos, I have a video there for beginners and I have a book. I think it will help a little bit, but I don't think it will do magic. A miracle. Alright, so it's got about 50 seeds. It was $3.49 also on the higher end of that expense. Germinates in 7 to 21 days and transplant 6 inches apart. So there we go, Habanero Mix. We'll try to see you this summer. See how you do. Magic Fountains Mix Delphinium. Magic Fountain Mix Delphinium. And this one just looks so pretty. It reminds me a little bit of the Canterbury bells, maybe the colors, but it's not quite it. But I guess it just reminds me a little bit. Magic Fountain series delphiniums offer the widest color range of the dwarf Pacific type delphiniums. Light or dark bees highlight nearly every flower. Anyway, grow 30 to 36 inch talls, and they're hardy to zone 3. They do not require staking, which is good. So you're not going to have any drooping plants over. And it has about 50 seeds, perennial, winter hardy. So that's why I'm going for these two, although they are a little bit expensive. If they are perennials, I'm hoping to keep them, growing every season where I don't have to put another expense. So if you're looking to save money at first, it's going to be expensive, but every year if they keep coming back, then it's kind of a wash, right? The next one is Cup and Saucer Vine. I showed you also in my yard tour that I have big tall evergreens. Can somebody tell me what they're called? Evergreens, pines, I don't know. Just tell me what they are so I can refer to them appropriately. Maybe I should Google them, right? Anyway, I'm thinking that I'm going to grow some cup and saucer vines along those trees and see how they look and see if they can grow up those trees. Otherwise, I'm just going to plant a couple here and there along any other trees that I think they may do well. These are full to part shade, which is good too, because I've got, again, some areas that get some shade that I don't know what to do with them, but this might be something interesting. They can grow up to 20 to 25 feet tall, and they are native to Mexico, and it's showy and easy to grow. So I do like vining plants. I didn't like the, the Morning Glory. I don't think it did great for me as far as the flowers, how long they lasted. So I'm trying to see if there's a vine that has flowers that last a little longer and that doesn't get too invasive. So we'll see how this one goes. And it has about 20 seeds. So again, for $3.49, it is expensive, but if I'm able to collect seeds from one plant, I think that will offset that price. Butterflybush Mix. Butterflybush. I am excited about this one, but I'm also a little bit concerned about the space. Let me tell you why. The Butterflybush Mix, I thought it was going to be something like the lupine, but it's 7 to 10 feet tall, perennial. Produces graceful, long, large, fragrant plumes of lilac-like flowers in attractive shades of deep purple, bright pink, and clear white. Easy to grow. It flowers the first year when started early. Winter hardy to zone 5. This is a big bush. If you think about 7 to 10 feet tall, that is big. I have a firelight hydrangea that says 6 to 8 feet, and I think that's pretty big. So I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put this. I have an idea of where I'm going to put it in my garden, but 7 to 10 feet tall, I'm not even sure if I should grow a lot of them. I mean, maybe I should just grow one. What am I going to do with 3? But $3.49, 50 seeds. Germinates is erratic over a period of 1 to 5 weeks. Transplant 6 feet apart after danger of frost. That's another picky one then. Germination 1 to 5 weeks. Gosh, we'll see how that goes. We'll try it out, right? Try everything once. Showstar Astilbe. Let's see this one. Showstar Astilbe. My last one for Swallowtail Garden seeds. This one produces red, pink, cream, or white flowers and dwarf 14-inch plants, compact and bushy, Use at the front of borders, at the edge of pools, or in containers. Outstanding winter hardy perennial to zone 4. Grows nicely with coral bells. So that's great. It's a perennial. I don't mind spending $4.29. If I can get 3 plants to germinate, grow, and do what they do, I'd be happy with that. So 35 seeds for $4.29 for a perennial. Sure, it's expensive at first, but let's have some savings, right? So that's what I got of Swallowtail Garden seeds. I think it took about a week for them to arrive to my location. I'm happy with the variety that I got. I think they have some plants that I wasn't introduced to before or hadn't known about. So overall, I'm content. But let's see how we do when we grow those seeds, right? Because you can pay whatever you want for any plants, but if they don't germinate and you don't get anything, then what's the point of using a certain vendor? And again, I'm just introducing you to this vendor of seeds, so we'll see. The next one that I have to introduce is migardener, and I found migardener through a YouTube channel, and I thought they, sounded good, so I went and took a look. There were some plants I wanted. This is the packaging, just a standard little yellow package. And the seed packets look kind of like this. So they do have sort of a picture, but it's not something you can imagine in real what it looks like. They do have the information on the back, which I have liked. You can see that. Not sure if you can see that. And it's broken down into like a little table, which is good for the eyes because I don't have to read and skim through every paragraph. So I like that. I do like it. So let's take a look at the flowers actually. Just scroll here. So the first one is red spike amaranth. And I really like the color. It looks like it says the description of perfect deep red for late summer and fall arrangements. So it does look, once you look at the picture, that does look really nice. And even in that vase, I mean, it looks really nice. It was $2. I think migardener is one of the most affordable ones that I've come across with a good variety of plants. So go ahead and check them out if you haven't already. If you're here, you probably have heard of them already, but if you haven't, then I'm introducing you to migardener for seeds. So go ahead and check those out. For the amaranth, it says days to germinate 7 to 14, days till maturity it's 45 to 70, which is actually really good. Direct sow early spring after last frost, and you can start indoors 4 to 6 weeks before last frost. See, that's what I really like about the back of the seed packet. It just tells you right away without having to read everything. So I like it. Good job. The next seed that I got is the Celosia pompous plume. I'm gonna check that out for you. I have it all in a nifty Word document here so that I can go right to it without having to search very much. And it's also $2. $2 for this, and it's it's just so pretty. I'll try to post these pictures again. I'm not gonna do great, but really, really nice. Thrives in hot, dry conditions. Each plant will produce 10 to 24 stems a piece. That's a lot. For $2, that's a lot. Where am I gonna fit all of these, But I'm looking forward to it. That's why I got them. The next one, this is a personal favorite. The straw flower silvery rose. And like I said, when I go to visit places, especially here, I went to an apple orchard in Wisconsin not too long ago, and they had some straw flowers. I didn't realize it at the time what they were, but I brought some dried ones home for the seeds, and I got close to it and I touched it, and it literally is pretty dry, like straw.
And I'm thinking, is it dead or is it alive? But it definitely is alive, and that's just the type of the plant and flower it is. But I had to have some, and I had to have some more seeds, and I'm looking forward to having some cut flowers this summer. It says ideal for dried or fresh cut arrangement. This paper thin double flower variety will hold its color indefinitely after cutting, and that makes sense. When I brought the flower, it was dry, but the color was still there, but you can tell it's totally dry. Strong stems and flower heads that can grow up to 2 inches across. This creamy white with silvery pink tips is the epitome of vintage. Add a classic touch to a springtime wildflower wedding bouquet. Yes. Approximate seed count 75, and it's $2. When you think about it again, I can't stress it enough. If I manage to grow one plant and that plant dries up, and I manage to have 100 seeds, $2 in the long run is nothing. So MI Gardener, your prices are great, your shipping is good, and the back of your seed packets on point. I like it. I like it very much. Thank you. Then I got another straw flower in copper red. Same thing as the silvery rose, and just copper red. So I'm very happy with that too. The zinnia, candy striped zinnia. On my journeys and my visits to places, I also take the zinnias. I haven't come across any candy striped zinnia, but I thought it was cute, and I had to have it also because my favorite gardener from the gardening channel, James Prigioni, he has some around his garden, and I had to have some because he has it. Let's just be honest. So I'm excited about these candy stripes, and they look pretty. We'll see how they do, but $2, approximate seed count 50, 3 feet tall, densely petaled, makes a lasting cut flower. The more you harvest, the more this will bloom. So bonus. Yay! Yay! This next one is Apricot Status. I think that's how you pronounce it. Let's check it out. I just think every flower that I purchased is so pretty, and I'm afraid that they won't germinate or won't grow or won't do anything because then I've wasted some money. But with 50 seeds, one has got to grow, right? One has got to grow. So it was $2. Grows high yields of 1 to 3 inch flower clusters. It's a long-lasting flower, perfect for bouquets, and it holds its color once dried. I think out of MI Gardener, all of the seeds that I've had are annual. So I can't confirm it right now, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, okay, I can. It says right there, it's annual. It's also a good pollinator. Yes, so MI Gardener, most of the seeds that I got are annuals, which I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Now this was a little bit interesting to me. This is the only seed packet that I had that actually has like a colorful picture, real picture of the flower. It's a teddy bear sunflower, and I had to have it. I have the perfect place where I'm gonna put this, so I am excited to have a teddy bear sunflower. Start indoors 2 to 3 weeks before last frost. You can also direct sow. Days to germinate 7 to 10. Days until maturity 90. Plant spacing 6 to 8 inches, and it's about 5 to 6 feet tall, which is good because I want some big flowers. And in the front, interesting, it has the approximate seed count 75. Not sure if you guys can see that, but this is probably the only packet that has this. Interesting. MI Gardener, this is what we want to see. Then the other plant or flower I got is the Apricot Aster. Apricot Aster. Sorry about that. Having some technical issues here. This one on the picture, you can't tell very well here, but on the picture, it reminds me of a dahlia type of flower. And I'm not sure what the difference is. I should look it up, but it's also $2 for approximately 40 seeds. These delicate peach tones are the perfect addition to a spring bouquet. This king-sized variety grows taller than others with blooms that reach 2 to 3 inches each. Each plant will grow to 12 stems apiece. All the elegance of peonies and mums without the hard work. This easy to grow variety holds up nicely once cut, and it is an annual. I can see where it looks like a peony, but again, I just think it's more like a cousin of a dahlia. That's just me. The next flower in the collection is a Valkyrie Mix Aster. Let's say check out the details on that one. Valkyrie Mix Aster, of course. This one also looks like a flower with plumes, for lack of a better word. It looks a little bit spidery. It's a great price, it's $2. Picture doesn't cut it, but it's 3 to 6 inch blooms. It's a sturdy stem, a mixed variety, approximately 40. It is annual, container friendly, pollinator friendly, and they're easy to harvest is what it says. So it starts indoors 6 to 8 weeks before less frost. Days to germinate 10 to 20. Days until maturity. This one is long, so you definitely want to start it indoors. It's 110 to 120 days. So definitely need to start indoors. I gotta make a note to myself to do that. The next one is a calendula. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Calendula. And this is another one. It's between a daisy dahlia. I don't know, it's just so pretty. It's like a peachy pink orange color. I don't know how to describe it, but it makes me smile, so it makes me happy to see the color. Start indoors are also 6 to 8 weeks. Days to germinate 7 to 14. Days until maturity 60, so that's good. And it's about 125 seeds. And these seeds actually feel pretty big. Yeah, they don't feel tiny at all. Oh, here we go. Beautiful salmon colored petals that fade into beautiful chestnut orange centers. Yeah, that's why I couldn't get the color. Petite blooms on stems that grow up to 16 inches tall, make for beautiful additions to smaller arrangements, and are the top choice for planters and borders. Harvest for bouquets or to dry for teas and tinctures. So, you even get a tea type of plant, so that's good. Annual, pollinator, container friendly, 125 seeds. So, yes, we're happy. Finally, the last thing about migardener, they sent me this little coupon. It's not specifically for me. I think they included it in every single one of their orders, and it says use code SHARE10 for 10% off your next order. So if I order more, I'm definitely gonna use this. This is what it looks like. Not sure if you can see that. SHARE10. So migardener, really good prices. It looks like they have very good varieties of flowers and even vegetables, so you want to go check them out. migardener, and I think they actually have a YouTube channel too, so if you haven't already, go check them out. Are we done yet? No, we're not done yet. I know this is a really long video, but we're not done. At least I'm not. I hope you're still here. So the next one is from Bakercreek, and this is probably the most expensive out of the vendors that I came across. Or maybe it's just because I purchased a lot. But the packaging looks like this. Specifically, this one is the Celosia Asian Garden. On the back, along here, they have a little table of germinating seed depth, plant spacing, you know, if it's frost hardy or full sun hours that it should have, and then a description of it here. So this one, plant instructions: start indoors 3 to 4 weeks before transplanting out after last frost, or sow seeds in place after frost. It was a All-American Selection Award in 2017. It was $4, approximately 50 seeds. So that's a bit expensive, but you can actually use this one, if I'm not mistaken, in teas. Now let me just confirm that right before I give you wrong information, because the last thing I need is to have you guys visiting me and giving you the wrong information. But I thought I saw this as being an herbal. Yes, it's an herbal type of plant, and it looks really pretty. So Celosia Asian Garden from Baker Creek. The next one on the list, Asa no Kagayaki. It's approximately 30 seeds for $4. See, that's why I'm saying that Baker Creek is a little bit more expensive, but then again, they're supposed to be heirloom seeds, so you know, the reputation is in the name and in the price. You're probably gonna get really good germination. It sprouts in 7 to 14 days. Ideal temperature 60 to 65. Plant spacing 12 inches. Frost hardy, yes. Minimum full sun, it's 8 to 12 hours. So, and this one kind of looks a little bit roughly. You see that? Again, I'm gonna put some pictures. I don't know what, I guess I can just show you there. The next one is the Aster China Giant Perfection Mix. And it's also Baker Creek. It's approximately 200 seeds at $2.75, which is really good. Sow in place in spring or start plant indoors and grow for several weeks. I have found that Baker Creek is inconsistent on some of the information they put. Sometimes it says start indoors for several weeks. When you say several, are you saying 2, 3, 4, 5? What's your suggestion? So I think some of their info isn't always the same across their seed packages. So that's my only complaint about them. So yeah, Aster China Giant Perfection Mix. Yarrow Flower Burst Fruit Bowl. I just think these are so pretty because they're so small and cute and petite, and I want to fill all my borders with this. Perennial and zone to 9. Yes, score perennial. Comes in a cheerful mix of summery colors. The large 2 to 4 inch pollinator friendly flower umbels range in color from cream and lemon to raspberry, cherry, and salmon, making a stunning summer display. The 2-foot tall plants have strong, sturdy stems that are ideal for floral design, but you'll want to leave plenty of blooms for the bees. Hey, that's good. Surface sow seeds indoors 8 to 12 weeks before last frost. If you guys haven't checked out my spreadsheet that I was working on, this is exactly where I'm gonna do next, because I absolutely need to know what plants I need to plant ahead of time. This is one of them. I think at this point, not seeing my other seeds that have come in, I have about 5 plants that need a really, really early starting, germination, or I need to start them early inside, and this is one of them. So I got to keep this one in mind if I want to make sure that it grows out as it should. The other nice thing about Baker Creek, and I think you guys have ordered, if you have, and you know this, but they're free seeds. After $15, you get a free seed. You don't know what you're getting. It's just a surprise, and it's clearly labeled free seed. You are going to know that you're getting a free seed once you cross that $15 mark. because it tells you, but when you get it, you are like, wow, look at the free seed that I got. I'm so excited to plant this. That's exactly how I am, especially because it's peppers. Baker Creek, I love peppers. Did you know this about me? Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for sending these. This is an interesting one. Radish, Japanese wasabi. It was a free seed. But what am I gonna do with wasabi, guys? I don't know what I'm gonna do with wasabi. I mean, that thing is probably spicier than all the peppers I have. I think they even have a special way to grow. I think they're supposed to be in a lot of water. I will have to do some more research on this, but wasabi, Japanese. It's a lot of 20, sprouts in 3 to 6 days. Ideal temperature, 50 to 75. Frost hardy, yes. 60 days to maturity. So, at least I have wasabi. The next one is Agrarium mixed. It says minimum 100 seeds, and I can tell why. Feeling the packet, the seeds are very tiny, and they're $3. Sprouts in 7 to 10 days. Ideal temperature 60 to 90. Seed depth surface so again, that tells you how big that seed is. Frost hardy, no. Start indoors 6 to 8 weeks before last frost. Do not cover seeds as light aids germination. Bottom water or mist. No pinching or support is needed. But this is actually a really pretty flower. I grew it too when I was about 17. That's when I got started in gardening. It was a very, very pretty flower, and the color was just so cute, and it's so petite and so cute. I can't say enough good things about this one. It brings back good memories, fond memories of the beginning of my gardening. I didn't do it for a really long time, but I have a house now, so I'm gonna do it. The next one is a Gumferena Globosa mixed, and as I've mentioned, I've been watching people on YouTube and they've talked way too many things about the Gumferena, and I said I have to have it, and here it is. Sprouts in 5 to 14 days. Sow seeds 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 inch deep, indoor 6 to 8 weeks before last frost, or direct sow after. Pre-soak seeds for 24 to 48 hours. Prefers well draining soil. So I think the Gumferena is also a herbal one. Let me just make sure. And the Gumferena. Oh no, this one is not herbal. It is an annual. It's also called a globe amaranth. It's relatively petite by comparison. They seldom exceed 2-inch heights. Okay, so maybe this is something else for my borders. Yeah, okay. It's full sun. Okay, I can deal with that. My next one is an African daisy blue disc. I didn't want to get the regular daisy because I'm not a fan of daisies, but this one's got something else in particular. It's got kind of a purpley center, a little bit of a yellow outline with very delicate extended petals, and it's really, really pretty. It's about 75 seeds for $3.50. Seeds are medium size from what I'm telling and feeling. Thrives in poor soil that is well drained. So that's also good to know. I mean, if you have a poor soil that you can't grow a lot of things in, but it's, you know, you got to do something with it, maybe this is something you got to keep in mind. Sow in fall with mild climates, or spring where winters are severe. Grow in full sun. Okay, so this is probably going to be one to plant along with my vegetables. Sprouts in 7 to 14 days. Full sun. Okay, blue disc daisy. I am excited about this one, the Celosia Higiyoku red stem. About 50 seeds for $3.50. Right off the bat, I'm gonna say I don't think I'm gonna grow any of these. Not because I'm not going to try. Seeds are very small, and I usually don't do well with little tiny seeds. They die. But we will give it a try. Start indoors 3 to 4 weeks before transplanting out after last frost, or sow seeds in place after frost. Cover lightly in fine moist soil. I definitely want to try to have a good germination, so I'm not going to sow them outside. I don't think they will do well in that soil, so I'm going to start indoors. Most definitely gonna start indoors. Next one is Salvia Rose Rhapsody. It's 25 seeds for $3.50. A medium-sized variety that reaches about 18 inches tall and 18 to 24 inches wide. The stunning pink flower spikes are top-notch for cutting and floral design work. And they do look very pretty for cut flowers. So I think from Baker Creek I got mostly annuals. I got a couple perennials. I can't remember if this is annual or perennial, but I'm going to guess it's an annual. Salvia. Oh, surprise, surprise. It's actually a perennial in zone 3 to 9. Score. Score for me. Next one. Haru no Kagayaki. This is it. This feels like it doesn't have any seeds inside. That tells me they're extremely tiny. It's 30 seeds. Gosh. Wow. Now I'm concerned. It really doesn't feel like there's anything in there. 30 seeds. Christ. Okay, we'll see when we open the package, right? 30 seeds for $4. 30 seeds for $4. I have to grow at least one. I have to grow at least one. Yeah. Transplant or direct seed in place in early spring. Plants prefer full sun and well-draining soil. Succession plant for continuous blooms. Sprouts in 7 to 14 days. Plant spacing 12 inches apart. Frost hardy, yes. Full sun. And I am 95% sure this is an annual. Oh, it's not giving me more information. No, it's not telling me if it's an annual. It doesn't tell me, but I'm pretty sure it's an annual. I don't think this could do very well. I don't know. And finally, oh no, not finally. No, yes, finally. I got another Gumferena. So 25 seeds for $3. And I've already talked about Gumferena, so you guys know. And with that, that was my seed haul. I know I was a little fast through this whole video. Maybe if you made it through, thank you for staying here and for watching me, tell you a little bit about what I've learned on the seeds. This is all going off of the vendor site as well, which I'm gonna post later on. But thank you for being here. Thank you for coming to my channel. I hope that I can grow with you. I hope that you can grow with me. I hope you can learn something. I hope I can teach you something. And see you next time. Bye.